Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a hat, and this one I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this particular project I have used my 4 mm of the hook. Now the size about this hat, I've made this hat for an adult small size, but if you want to go for a different size, if you want to go for toddlers, if you want to go for small kids, if you want to go for different size, even the large size, medium size, I'm gonna write down a description about the sizes, the chart about the sizes into the description box, so please check the description box down below for the sizes. And I'm going to explain how to expand or reduce this cap, even how to go longer and how to reduce your size. So I have explained everything into the video, so please check out the video. And for the sizes, just check out the description box and you're good to go. So let's begin. Okay, so for this one we're going to have our yarn and we will start with a slip knot. So just have a slip knot, and here I'm going to chain up 13, 1, 3. So just chain up 13. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So chain up 13 here, and now I'm going to turn my work. So just turn your work, and this is the back part of your chains. Now this is the back part of your first chain, and this is the back part of your second chain. I'm going to insert my hook into this second chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have one single crochet here. And now keep on having one single crochet into each chain, and by the end of this row number 1, we're going to have our 12 single crochets. So keep on having one single crochet into each chain, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. After my row number 1, I have my 12 single crochets. And now for our row number 2, chain 1 and turn your work. Now here we're going to have our rib stitches. So for that one, we're going to go to the back loop of our first stitch. So just insert your hook into the back loop of your first stitch. Grab your yarn and yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And this is your first single crochet back loop only. And now for this row number 2, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch from our previous row. And each stitch will be our back loop only stitch. So keep on having one single crochet back loop only on each stitch, and by the end of this row number 2, we're going to have our 12 single crochets, and all of our single crochets, all of our stitches will be back loop only, and I'm going to meet you after that. So just take your back loops and keep on having your one single crochet into each stitch. And here it is. After my row number 2, my work looks like this, and now we're going to repeat our row number 2 until our required length. So here we're going to need our this rows, as we have completed our the second row, and now we were going to start our third row. And for this pattern we're going to need our this rows in multiples of 6. So again, as we're going to repeat our row number 2, here I have my this chain 1, and now go to this first stitch. So this chain 1 is not your stitch. Go to this first stitch, take the back loop, insert your hook into the back loop of your first stitch, grab your yarn and have one single crochet. And now keep on repeating your row number 2 until your required length. Here I'm going to go until my row number 78, because I'm going to make this cap for an adult in a small size. So I'm going to go up to my row number 78, but it's totally up to you. Whichever size you need, just keep on measuring your sizes and keep on having your this rows in multiple of 6, and I'm gonna meet you after my row number 78. So keep on having your rows, and your row should be in multiple of 6, and I'm gonna meet you after my row number 78. There it is. After my row number 3, it looks like this. This is our rib stitch. So keep on having your this rib stitch, and I'm going to meet you after my required length. And here it is. After my row number 78, it looks like this. Now if you want to measure up the size of these rib stitches, it is here. It is about, so here it is. It is about 19 inches or 49 centimeters, but it's going to stretch. So it's about 20 centimeters because it's going to stretch. And here it is. This is the size I'm going to work on, and this is an adult small size. So here it is. This is my last row, and I'm going to chain one here, and now we will attach our this two parts together. So now just have your chain one and put these two parts together and insert your hook into this first stitch of your this first part and go to this next part, and this is your foundation chain. So just insert your hook into this foundation chain, take all of your loops here like this and yarn over and grab your yarn and pull your yarn through all of the loops because we're going to have our slip stitches here. So just pull your yarn through all of your loops, and here it is. Now go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this foundation chain as well like this and yarn over and pull your yarn through all of your loops. And now keep on having your slip stitches, and by the end of this round or row we're gonna have our 12 slip stitches, and I'm gonna meet you at the end. Here it is. And here it is. I've got my this 12 slip stitches. It looks like this, and it looks like this from the other side. And now here, after this 12 slip stitches, so this is my 12th slip stitch, just turn your work. So just turn your work, and your work should be like this. This is your slip stitches. I'm just going to hide them inside. So just come up in the outer side, and here we're going to have chain 3. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Now this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and now keep on having one double crochet into each row here. So here we're going to have one double crochet into each row. So here it is. This is our first double crochet, and this is our first row. So we will go to this next row. This is our next row. Yarn over and insert your hook somewhere in here. I'm just going to hide this loose end in and have your double crochet. Yarn over and go to this next row. This is your next row. Insert your hook and have one double crochet. Again, yarn over, and this is your next row. This one is your next row. So just insert your hook somewhere here and grab your yarn and have one double crochet. And now keep on having one double crochet into each row, and by the end of this round, round number 1, you're going to have your stitches in multiples of 6. Here it is. So you're going to have your stitches in multiples of 6, and if you're following my pattern, if you're following me here, by the end of this round, round number 1, we're going to have over 78 double crochets, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. One double crochet into each row. And here it is. I've got my this 78 stitches for my this round number 1, my 78 double crochets, and now I'm gonna insert my hook into my this third chain. So this is 1, 2 and 3. I'm just gonna insert my hook into my this third chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here, and that's how we're gonna finish our this round, round number 1. And now for the round number 2, we're gonna start building our pattern here. So for that one, just have chain 2 here. Now remember, first we have our chain 3, and for this round, round number 2, we're gonna have chain 2. So just have chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over and go to this next stitch, this next double crochet. And here for the next 3 double crochets, next 3 stitches, we're gonna have one double crochet into each stitch, and our stitches will be back post stitches. So for that one, just yarn over and insert your hook from the back like this, and here like this, and grab your yarn. So yarn over and grab your yarn and spool your yarn from the back like this, and you're going to have 3 loops. Yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops. So first chain 3 will count as your first back post double crochet. This is your second back post double crochet, and next 2 stitches we're going to have one back post double crochet into each stitch. So again, yarn over, insert your hook into your next stitch like this from the back, and yarn over and spool your yarn through all of your layers here, and you're going to have 3 loops here. So yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops. again yarn over, and we will go to this next stitch. Insert your hook from the back like this and grab your yarn, and here we're gonna have our fourth back post double crochet, and here it is. Your work will look like this. And now for the next 2 stitches, here we're gonna have one front post double crochet into each stitch. So for that one, yarn over, and here we're gonna insert our hook from the front, so not from the back but from the front. Yarn over and insert your hook like this and grab your yarn and have one front post double crochet here. Now yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook from the front like this and have one double crochet here. So here we got our this 2 front post double crochets. And now next 4 stitches, here we're gonna have one back post double crochet into each stitch. So for that one, yarn over, insert your hook from the back like this and yarn over and pull your yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops. This is your first back post double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, and from the back insert your hook from the back and grab your yarn, and here we're gonna have our second back post double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook from the back and grab your yarn, and here we're gonna have our third back post double crochet. Yarn over and go to this 4th stitch and grab your yarn from the back like this and have your 4th back post double crochet, and here it is. We got our 4 back post double crochets. And now again for next 2 stitches, we're gonna have one front post double crochet into each stitch. So for that one, yarn over, insert your hook from the front and grab your yarn and have one front post double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, and here it is, and grab your yarn and have one front post double crochet. And we're going to repeat our this pattern. So here it is again. Next 4 stitches, we're going to have one back post double crochet into each stitch, and then next 2 stitches we're going to have one front post double crochet into each stitch, and keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round, round number 2. And here you're going to have your front post double crochet, your last stitch, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. After my round number 2, my work looks like this, and here I've got my this last stitch. This is a front post double crochet, and now I'm going to insert my hook into my this second chain, chain 2, and I'm going to finish up my this round by making a slip stitch here. So just grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here, and that's how we're going to finish over this round, round number 2. And now we are keep on repeating our round number 2 until our required length. So again, for our round number 3, we're going to repeat our round number 2. So that's 1 and 2. Now this chain 2 will count as our first back post double crochet, and now yarn over and go to this next stitch, insert your hook from the back and grab your yarn and have 3 back post double crochets here. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So here we got our 4 back post double crochets, and now next 2 stitches we're gonna have our 1 front post double crochet into each stitch. So it's gonna be 1 and 2. Here it is. And now keep on repeating your round number 2 or round number 2 until your required length. And here I'm going to go until my round number 15, 1, 5, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. After my round number 15, it looks like this. For round number 16, here I'm going to have chain 2. So it's 1 and 2. Now this chain 2 will count as our first back post double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch and have 1 back post double crochet here like this. And now for next 2 stitches, we're going to put these 2 stitches together. So for that one, yarn over and have your first back post double crochet halfway done. Yarn over, go to this next stitch and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And now you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. And it looks like this. And now next 2 stitches, we're going to have 1 front post double crochet for each stitch. So it's 1 and 1. Here it is. Again, next 2 stitches, we're gonna have 1 back post double crochet into each stitch. So for that one, it's 1 and 2. And now next 2 stitches, we're gonna put them together. So for that one, yarn over and insert your hook from the back and have your double crochet halfway done. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. You're gonna have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And here it is. And that's how your work is gonna look like. And now keep on repeating this pattern. So again, next 2 stitches, we're gonna have 1 front post double crochet into each stitch. Next 2 stitches, we're gonna have 1 back post double crochet into each stitch, and then we will put these 2 stitches together and keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm gonna meet you at the end. Here it is. It looks like this. Now for your round number 17, chain up 2. Now this chain 2 will count as your first back post double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch and have your halfway done back post double crochet. Do not finish up your stitch. Yarn over and go to this next stitch and grab your yarn and have your this next back post double crochet halfway done. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and spool your yarn through all 3 loops. Now next 2 stitches, we're going to have 1 front post double crochet into each stitch. So it's 1 and 2. Again, next stitch, we're going to have 1 back post double crochet here. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this stitch and grab your yarn and have your double crochet. Do not finish up your stitch. Leave your this 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and go to this next stitch here and insert your hook and grab your yarn, and you're going to put these 2 stitches together. So just yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and now you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Here it is. Again, next 2 stitches, we're going to have 1 front post double crochet into each stitch, then 1 stitch, we're going to have 1 back post double crochet into that 1 stitch, and then next 2 stitches, we're going to put them together. So just have your 1 stitch and keep on repeating your pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. After my round number 17, it looks like this. And now for the round number 18, chain up 2, yarn over and go to this next stitch and grab your yarn and have 1 back post double crochet. Now this is your first stitch, and that's why it's gonna look like this. Now go to this next 2 stitches and have 1 front post double crochet into each stitch here. And now next 2 stitches, we're gonna put them together. So for that one, yarn over, go to this next stitch and grab a yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and go to this next stitch and grab a yarn and yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. You can have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And now we're going to keep on repeating this pattern. So again, next 2 stitches, we're going to have 1 front post double crochet into each stitch, and next 2 stitches, we're going to put them together, this one. So yarn over and go to this next stitch, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Yarn over and go to this next stitch and grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. And now you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And now keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. After my round number 18, it looks like this. And now I'm going to cut a yarn. So I'm going to cut a little longer tail here, and here it is. Just gonna cut this and we'll secure my this last stitch. And now here, turn your work inside out, and we will attach our cap here. So for that one, we're gonna need a needle here. Here it is, and here we're gonna take each stitch and we will attach our work here. So this is my last stitch, and like this, I'm gonna take each stitch and I will pull my this hat or cap together. So just put your this yarn around your every single stitch and put them together. Here it is, just starting up your work, and you can go for the second layer as well. Here it is, and now simply close your this little loop here like this, and now simply attach your this end. So for that one, just here I'm gonna have one little knot here, and now I'm gonna hide my this end inside. And here it is, my hat is ready, and here I have attached a pom-pom as well. If you want to attach a pom-pom, you can have it. If you don't want it, just leave it like this. And here it is, my hat looks like this, and I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.